Off and running. Now a little bit slower to stride was Mendel Bell, not so Azaki. He came out very quickly, but going to the front on settling down is going to be Queen Marquesa, who's going to lead Azaki. Up to third, Upscale Bell, a bit more prominent today, and then came Coming Early. 2 or 3 back then to Laugh in the Rain, Speed Bill, and back near the tail of the field is Mendel Bell, and spotting them about 12 lengths already. They're in the back and sailing along at a pretty good clip, and away goes Queen Marquesa by 4. In second spot, Upscale Bell. Third, the rail Zaki, and then Coming Early, followed by Laugh in the Rain. On the outside of Laugh in the Rain then was Coming Early, and back 2 or 3 back then was Speed Dancer, followed by Golden Charger a long way back. Mendel Bell is the tail ender, and 12 to 14 off them. They start the circle as they run towards the 600 metres. The inside Queen Marquesa joined by Upscale Bell, and they've got a big margin on the rest, and they're headed by Coming Early, and then came Azaki, making a bit of steady ground then as Golden Charger as they round the bend for home. And these two with a big break on the rest. On the inside Queen Marquesa, the outside Upscale Bell, running on fairly well is Coming Early from the back, and over on the inside the grey Speed Dancer making ground. Upscale Bell hit the front, 150 out. Upscale Bell 2 in advance of running on strongly is Coming Early. Speed Dancer on the inside, Upscale Bell in front. Upscale Bell from Speed Dancer, Coming Early. Upscale Bell holding on. Speed Dancer dives and got him. Speed Dancer has beaten Upscale Bell. Coming Early third, although off and running. Now, a little slow on the stride was Wire Frame. Not so Grey Factor came out very quickly to lead on settling down. And Grey Factor is going to lead Captain Det. Audacious is up to third. Followed then by River South. Then came back near the tail of the field is A Man's a Man with the top weight Wire Frame, who was slow to jump. They're in the back. They've got about 1,000 metres to travel. Grey Factor taken on by Captain Det. And they lead by 4 and 5 lengths. In third place is Audacious. And then came River South. On the inside of River South then is A Man's a Man, who's a good way back today. And after the ordinary getaway, Wire Frame is back at the tail of the field as they run towards the top turn, 750 out. Grey Factor going together with Captain Det, who has a narrow lead now, your favourite, and he starts to edge away from Grey Factor as they start the circle. About 6 or 7 back then to Audacious, who's about to be passed by River South, and then came Wire Frame, and A Man's a Man is a long way back as they run towards the home turn. Favourite travelling pretty keenly here, and he looks to be going extra well, does Captain Det. He shot away. Captain Det at the 250, he's 5 in advance of Grey Factor. Running on just fairly River South, and then came Audacious. Have a look at Captain Det, all out on his lonesome as he runs to the 150. Captain Det, he's going to make it 3 in a row. He wants to swish the tail, but he races away and he wins by 7. Captain Det by 7. River South second. Grey Factor third. Then came A Man's a Man, made up ground late, Wire Frame. Off and running, and a tad slow in a stride, You Sir, coming out very quickly. Cullen's your favourite with Lucky Gem, who's going to lead on settling down. Lucky Gem leads Cullen's up to third. On the outside, Bid for Fame. Constatic off a fourth, the inside, then You Sir, and out deep on the outside of them is Fields and More as they run into the back, and they've got 1,000 metres to travel. There's only about 6 lengths top to bottom here, and it's Lucky Gem, 3 parts of an advance of your favourite Cullen's, back in third, Bid for Fame, and then came You Sir. Very wide is Fields and More, and then came at the tail of the field is Constatic Offer as they run towards that top turn, around 750 out. Lucky Gem still making play, giving chase, and off the bridle now is Cullen's your favourite. Bid for Fame travels well, and he moves up 3 deep on the outside. Then came You Sir, followed then by Fields and More. At the tail of the field is Constatic Offer. Almost a line of 3 as they run to the home turn. On the inside, Lucky Gem. In the centre, Cullens and Bid for Fame the outside. Running on fairly well, You Sir, and then came Fields the Moor at the 250. Lucky Gem still in front. Coming through on the inside, You Sir, and wide out on the track, still battling away, Bid for Fame. It got tight there for Constatic Offer at the back, but up front it is You Sir. You Sir with a narrow lead. Bid for Fame down the outside. Bid for Fame going after You Sir. In the centre, Cullens, they hit the line. This is a great go. Maybe Cullens will Bid for Fame. And a pretty good start. Now way quickly in the centre, King Hans is going to take up the running from Boy Wonder. Malibu Bell bidding up on the inside, then Make Hay in that orange jacket. A bit deep, Marky's Angel, and back at the tail of the field is Work From Home. There's about 6 or 7 legs top to bottom, and King Hans 3 parts in advance. Make Hay getting closer in second. Malibu Bell's got a lovely trail in third. Then came Boy Wonder in the pink jacket. Outside of him then, going forward was Marky's Angel. At the tail of the field is Work From Home, around about 750 out, and up front still King Hans travelling well underneath JB Hernandez, 3 parts in advance, Make Hay. Malibu Bells had the run of the race in third, then came Boy Wonder, creeping a little bit closer as Work From Home, and then Marky's Angel as they run towards the home turn. Still travelling well this lead are King Hans, but coming at them 3 or 4 deep, then Boy Wonder in the centre. Make Hay's under pressure. Malibu Bells had the run of the race, and he's got room to move on the rail if he's good enough. In the straight, Boy Wonder raced up and he took a narrow lead from King Hans. Malibu Bell is still there and running on just fairly. Work From Home. Boy Wonder took a narrow lead, 150 out. The danger might be on the outside. Work From Home going after Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder, Work From Home. Boy Wonder in front. I think he just beat Work From Home. Boy Wonder has beaten Work From Home, I feel. Third is going to be King Hans, and then came
There, off and racing. Z-Rise to the outer post, race Bonarita. Right behind in second, saving some ground. That audience is the favorite gamer winner. Borderline now takes the third spot. Down in fourth is Brown Missile. Alain Canea back in fifth is Paris with bronze. Then another gap by Buntay Shore, and a far behind to 911 past the midway point. The lead is taken over now by gamer winner, but trying to come back 1 second. Grabbing the lead is Z-Rise. Z-Rise takes the lead 1 second by 3/4 of a length over gamer winner, still in second. Running in third, very close now is Brown Missile together with Borderline. Then still in fifth position is Paris with bronze, and a long way back to Buntay Shore and 911. Quarter of a mile to go is still Z-Rise just in front, holding on by about a head, and 1 second closing in on the outside is gamer winner. Gamer winner, Z-Rise fighting all the way to the wire in a very tight competition at this point at the last bend for home. Z-Rise and gamer winner in a one-on-one situation. It's Z-Rise busy ahead against gamer winner on the outside. Brown Missile still in third and trying its best. That audience now is Buntay Shore at 100 meters left to go. Z-Rise by 3 lengths over gamer winner. Here's the finish line. It's all Z-Rise wins the fifth race over gamer winner. Close for third between Brown Missile, Sky Magic Racing. Sky Magic jumps for the other and coming quickly down on the inside to take the early lead now is Statler's Story. Another gap by number 4 horse Old Forest. Then 4 lengths for the back in 4th position is the favorite Mr. Vaughn. Then a long way back to Superhawk and Mount Amanda Wing. In a 1-on-1 situation, the early start of the race. And that is Statler's Story and Sky Magic racing on the outside. 4 lengths behind in 3rd is Old Forest. Then another huge gap by in 4th position is the favorite Mr. Vaughn. And still second last Superhawk, Mount Amanda Wing still last of all. Nearing the 4th turn, it's Statler's Story still dictates the pace against Sky Magic still in 2nd. And running in 3rd now, closing in is Old Forest together with Mr. Vaughn is still in 4th position. No change in the positionings as they race the last 400. It is still Tatler's Story. He is still out in front. Tatler's Story holding on by half a length over Sky Magic. And here's the presence of the favorite in pink jacket. And that is Mr. Vaughn in the middle. Is squeezing in the middle and grabbing the leader. It's now Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn coming from behind by 2 lengths now. And as they hit the wire, it's all Mr. Vaughn. Second is Old Forest. And close for 3rd between Sky Magic. There, off and racing. Bright Mind to the other post, race for the leader. And here's the veteran campaigner Quincy saving some ground down on the inside. Tokyo Rumba showing speed out in 3rd position. Then also moving up now is Moderna by another 3 lengths in 4th position. Another gap by Heritage. Queen Margot is down in 6th. Followed over by Ma'am Jen, Maria's Legacy, and Douglas Fear is last of all. Is now the leader. Bright Mind by a length and a half. Tokyo Rumba takes the 2nd spot. And running in 3rd, dropping in is Quincy. Moving up now is Moderna. 6 lengths behind in 5th position is now Queen Margot, and 1 moving closer once again is Douglas Fear, Maria's Legacy. As they race the 4th turn, Bright Mind is still a pace setter against Tokyo Rumba, and still in 3rd is Quincy Moderna, and coming home now is the favorite Queen Margot down on the inside. Here comes Heritage, Ma'am Jen. Down the stretch they come. No change with the leader, and that is Bright Mind by some 4 to 5 lengths lead. Position 2nd is Queen Margot. Bright Mind, Queen Margot now surging away now on the outside. Bright Mind still in front of our Queen Margot. Here's the finish line. Bright Mind wins the race from gate to wire against Queen Margot. Ma'am Jen was 3rd.